Hi guys, it's Siobhan and I'm here with my wrap up of the year so far. The first book I read this year was Maximum Ride by James Patterson, The Angel Experiment. It's a dystopian about kids with wings, and I gave this a 3-star. I thought it was okay for the first in the series. I thought it was pretty good. The next book I read was a manga, The Witch of Artemis Volume 1. It's just a little cute little chibi girl, and it's by Yauhara. I gave this a 4 stars. I thought it was really cute, and I really would like to read the next volume. The next book I read was The Thomas Benjamin Number by James Patterson. Fun fact, this is actually the first book he ever published. I gave this a 2 stars because you could tell that it was his first book and he hadn't come into his writing style yet. So I gave it 2 stars. Next book I read was The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander or J.K. Rowling. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it a 3 stars. There was lots of fun little annotations throughout it by J.K. Rowling or Newt. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good. Next book I read was Hearts in Darkness by Kerry Arthur. It's a paranormal romance about vampires. I think it's adult. I gave this a 4 stars. Despite not really enjoying romance, I thought it was pretty good. Next book I read was Ugly by Constance Briscoe. This is a non-fiction about an abuse story. It's quite sad. I have read it before, so it was a quick reread. I gave this a 4 stars. It was pretty good but sad. Next book I read was Peter Pan by Barry M. Someone, I'm not sure what his last name is. But Peter Pan was my favourite story growing up. That's why I decided to read it. I gave this a 3 stars. The edition, the story format is not that great. It's quite it's not as good as the older classical, more classic editions. Next book I read was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is a contemporary. I gave this 5 stars because it was really emotional. It was really, really good. Next book I read was Sundays at Tiffany's by James Patterson. Another romance. It's another reread. I gave this a 4 stars. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Next book I read was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This is a contemporary book with a girl who has a twin, and they go off to college and experience like love for the first time. And I gave this a 3 stars because there are some problematic areas in this book. Next book I read was Roses Are Red by James Patterson. This is the, I think, 6th book in the series of Alex Cross. I really enjoyed it. I love Alex Cross. He's amazing. I gave this a 4 stars. I thought it was really good. Really massive twist at the ending. It was really good. Next book I read was Final Girls by Riley Sager. This was a young adult thriller. It was really, really good. I gave this a 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Quite creepy in some parts. Next book I read was Zoo by James Patterson. As you can see, I love James Patterson. He's one of my favourite authors. This one wasn't as good as some of his other standalones. I gave this a 3. I borrowed it from the library and then I finally got my own copy. I thought it was okay. The next book I read was Killer Chef. It's a bookshop by James Patterson. They're just quick little short stories. I thought it was pretty good. I give this a 3 as well. I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. Fast paced. Next book I read was Crazy House, again by James Patterson. This is a young adult dystopian, I think. Yeah, dystopian. It was really good. I gave this a 4 stars. It would have been 5, but I'd rather rate my adults higher than young adult. But I thought it was really good for a young adult book. Next book I read was First to Die by James Patterson. This is the first in the Women's Murder Club series. It's adult. I thought it was really good for the first one. I gave this a 5. It was really good. Next book I read was another manga, Spice and Wolf by Isuna Hisakura. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. It was pretty good. It was really good. I gave this a 3. It was okay. I would like to read more in the more volumes of it. It's really good. Next book I read, quite short. It's the Spiderwick Chronicles Goblins Attack. I thought it was good. It's a 3. It was okay for a kid's book. It was good. Next I read was a non-fiction, The World's 20 Worst Crimes. It's mostly about serial killers. And yeah, I don't know why, but serial killers fascinate me for some reason. I gave this a 3, I think. Yeah, I gave this a 3. It was really good. Next book I read was Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is a middle grade series, I think. I really like the Percy Jackson series. I hope to continue and finish all of his books up to date because I really like them. I love Percy. I gave this a 4. It was really good. Next book I read was A Series of Unfortunate Events by Limney Snicket, The Wide Window, Book 3. It was really good. I gave this a 3 as well. It was really good. Yeah, not much to say. It's just a middle grade kids book. It's pretty good. Next book I read was Airport Code Red by James Patterson, another bookshop. This was really good. I gave this a 4. No, a 3, sorry. I gave this a 3. It's quite quick. Yeah, I like his bookshops. They're good. Next book I read was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the Penguin Popular Classics edition. I thought it was really good. Yeah, it was good to read the full story. I thought it was really good. I gave this a 3 too. Yeah, I really liked it. And last book that I have with me that I've read is The Devil's Only Friend. This is the 4th book, I believe, in the Dan Wells, John Wayne, Cleaver series. I really like these books. He's definitely one of my favourite protagonists in young adult thriller, paranormal type books. I gave this a 5. It was really good. Now I'm going to move on to the books that I don't have with me that I've read, like library books and ones that I've donated. I read The Graveyard Shift by Jack Higgins. It's an adult crime thriller. I donated that to a friend. My other person who's at the camera right now.
Woo!
I gave this a 3. I thought it was really good. The next book I read was Felix the Railway Cat by Kate Moore. Gave that 5 stars. I thought it was really good information about the cat. And I would actually love to go visit Felix someday. That would be awesome. Down in Huddersfield in Yorkshire. That would be
I'm
awesome.
coming.
Yeah. Next book I read was Stone Cold by Robert Swindells. I did actually like this book. It was a young adult. I liked the chapters where you were inside the mind of the killer, but the parts where it wasn't, it was really bad. So I had to like bring it all the way down to a 2-star. It wasn't that great. I donated that one too to my friend.
Yeah.
Next book was a library book, The Girl with a Clock for a Heart, by Peter Swanson. I thought it was really good. A lot of good twists. Give this a 3 to 4 stars. I thought it was pretty good. The next book I read was Full Dark No Stars by Stephen King. It's a short story collection of about 4 books, I think. And overall, it was a 3 stars. Some were better than others, but they were really good. The next one I read was Humans Bow Down by James Patterson, which is I think it's a young adult dystopian like robot type thing, post-apocalyptic. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was pretty good. I really liked it. It was good. Some action scenes in it, fast paced. Next book I read was actually my favourite book of the year so far, Flawed by Cecilia Ahern. I gave this 5 stars. It's a young adult dystopian. It was amazing. To be honest, I really loved it. I hope to read the second book in the duology, Perfect, this year. Next book I read was another manga, Mickey Falls by Mark Criley. Yeah, it was just about a girl who learned some information about a boy that she wants to be with. Some supernatural type things. That was really good. I'd like to continue the story. I gave this a 4 stars. Next book was The Hostage Bookshop by James Patterson. That was really fast paced. I really enjoyed it. I gave that a 4 stars. Next one was Breakpoint Bookshop by James Patterson too. I also gave this a 4 stars. It was really good. It was about tennis. It was really good. The next book was another 5 stars. It was Lady of the Shades by Darren Shan. I love Darren Shan's books. They're amazing. Next book I read was The Moors Are Missing by James Patterson. That's a 3 short story collection. I gave them a 4 overall. The second 2 are slightly better than the first one. I did still enjoy them. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry was a 3 stars. I thought it was okay. It's not really my type of book, but it's still good to read it. Next one was another manga, No Need for Tenchi, Volume 9 by Hitoshi Okuda. I give this a 3 stars. I thought it was okay. Yeah, not really much to say about that one. Next one was Pop Goes the Weasel by James Patterson. I really quite like that one. It's a 4 stars. I think it comes before Roses Are Red. Sorry if you heard that. I think that's the cat at the door. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I thought it was really good. The next book I read was Dr. Sleep by Stephen King, which is the sequel to The Shining, where Danny is all grown up. And I give that 4 stars. I pulled an all-nighter to finish that. It was really good. Next one was Sanctuary, Volume 1 manga by Melissa Marr. I gave that 3 stars. I thought it was okay. I probably won't continue with it. It was still okay. Yeah, the next one was non-fiction, The Innocent Killer by Michael Grisbach. Yeah, it's about a wrongly convicted man who was then forced into murder someone else. Yeah, it was a really good story, and now the story is on Netflix. So I'm hoping to watch that now that I've read the book and get some more information. Yeah, I think that's all the books I've read this year so far. I think in total I've read 42 and counting, hopefully. Thank you, everyone. Hope you liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.